Derby County and Paul Warne headed to Fleetwood in the event to try and capture their form again after a recent defeat to Peterborough United at home. They headed all the way to Highbury, a 2.5-hour journey, and were victorious. They won 3-1, but it wasn't all it seemed. So, as you can see on screen now, Derby ran out 3-1 victors at Fleetwood. That finds them 4th in the table. They needed to win by a 3-goal margin to put themselves into 3rd place ahead of Peterborough, but they were unfortunately unable to do that. Derby today made a range of changes, as you can see in the team. John Jules started, Sonny Bradley started, and even a change in goal. Josh Vickers made his first league start of the campaign. It's the first time that Joe Wildsmith hasn't started a league game since Paul Warne came in. It's the first time since Paul Warne arrived that Joe Wildsmith hasn't started a league game, and he'll be hoping that it's just a one-game thing. Obviously, with a bunch of fixtures recently, there's some tired legs in the team and things needed changing. Personally, wasn't the group of changes that I'd have made. The change to system wasn't one. But listening to Paul Warne in his post-match press conference, I kind of agree with what he was trying to say. He decided that he'd put his tallest team out so that we were more dominant on set pieces and crosses and things like that. Now, unfortunately, their goal came from a cross, but Stockley found himself as a free man in the box and headed a really, really nice goal to the far corner. None of the defenders nor Vickers could have done anything about it. But I think, again, it's another game where we was very, very poor, in my opinion. I don't think we was very good at all. First half, second half, I don't really think we ever really got out first or second gear. We were just average. And for me, if that was any other team other than Fleetwood, I think we would have lost that game. Fleetwood had their chances, but obviously with a team that's low on confidence sitting at the bottom of the league, they didn't really take them. They had a good cut across the box after about 40 minutes. It might have been a bit earlier than that, which realistically, if that was us, we'd have scored. So it's just one of those where Fleetwood will be disappointed to not get something out of this game, and we're buzzing to run away with all 3 points. I thought Max Bird, again, absolutely excellent in midfield, showing us exactly why we need to keep hold of him. If you're enjoying all this Derby content and are looking forward to even more, even if you're interested in F1, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and click that notification bell to stay up to date with all my latest videos. So I was just talking about Max Bird, and I thought I'd just add in here that he's had a lot of hate recently, a lot of tweets and comments made about him and playing not to get injured and stuff like that. And personally, I don't believe that's the case. I think today's performance showed that. I thought he was excellent. Is another player who I think we really need to keep hold of. And if we get promoted in the summer, I personally think he'll stay. So it's one of those where I think Derby fans just need to add a bit of perspective. Is a player playing way below the level he should be playing at? For me, is a top half championship player by a mile. Shouldn't be playing in League One. And I know sometimes people say, well, his performances in League One don't show that. But you've got to understand that in this division, people get dragged down to the level. You can only play what's in front of you. But I think if Max Bird was in a Hull City, like a team that's interested in him, or even in a Leicester City side, I think he'd still be a starter. I think he'd still be a key player. So it's important that we keep our faith with Max Bird, and hopefully he stays during this window. If he goes, I'm sure that Derby will have the right options ready and available. So just keep your eyes peeled on his future. Conor Hourihane, again, as much as he got an assist for James Collins' goal, I think there's just... I'm not sure if you can tell, but I'm not the biggest fan. I think he looks a bit leggy at the moment. It's not that I don't like him as a player. I think he's an excellent footballer, but I just think at the moment he just looks as if his legs have gone. I think we need to get some more youth in that midfield, but I understand as captain of the football club, that's a difficult decision for Paul Warne to make. Erin Cashin, again, absolutely excellent today. I felt like John Jules was playing in a role which didn't really suit his game and what he's good at. He seemed to be playing as like a second number 10 with Mendes Langin behind Collins, and I felt at times he just wasn't in the areas he wanted to be. Although in the second half he should have won himself a penalty, but the referee didn't see it and didn't give it, and that is obviously a bit disappointing for Derby. Obviously, it's the early kick-off, So the games are only just now kicking off for the rest of the league, and obviously some teams are playing in FA Cup action. So this was a big result for Derby to apply the pressure. If we look at the league table now, Derby, as you see, sit in 4th place, equal on points and goal difference with Peterborough United. Bolton 2 points further ahead with a game in hand now, and Portsmouth are 4 points ahead on 53. Obviously a massive result for Derby to keep applying that pressure, something that they're going to have to look to keep doing when we face Burton next Monday, I think it is. Something we need to look to do when we face Burton in it's not even 10 days, it's like a week and a bit. I think we play Bradford on Tuesday and then Burton on Monday. So it's important that we keep up this good run of form. I think it's 9 wins in 11. So obviously massive. And we can use Tuesday's game against Bradford as a way of getting some minutes into some players like Louis Sibley, like Tyrese Forner, Liam Thompson. Get some minutes into those legs. Give Tyrese John Jules another start, hopefully. So that's something which we have to be mega excited about. And as you can see, down at the bottom of the table, Fleetwood stay at the bottom. It's not even that they weren't a good side. They created chances. It's just one of those where I feel quite bad for them, really, because they could have got something out of today. And ultimately, it's just our clinical edge which gave us the 3 points. I thought they weren't bad. I didn't think they were great, or I didn't think there was anything special. So obviously, I predicted for this game that we would win 3-0. We come away as 3-1 victors. So that is part 1 of my predictions completed. If you want to watch that predictions video, it's going to be over on this side of the screen, all the way over on the other side. And you can take a look into my prediction for the Bradford game on Tuesday night. I'll have a pre-match preview for that out on Monday. So keep your eyes peeled for that. So yeah, it's 3 points for Derby County and Paul Warne finally getting themselves back onto a winning run. I say finally, we only didn't win for a game. But anyway, so we're back in the win streak. We need to get another one on Tuesday and then another one against Burton. It's a big, big period for Derby. I think we play Saturday, Tuesday. I know Burton's a Monday, but you know what I mean. It's consistent 2 games a week. So this is a massive period for Derby. Got to make sure that we can extend that John Jules loan, because I think he could be mega important this second half of the season. There's rumours of a bid being rejected by Charlton for Blackett Taylor. Is that us? I'm not sure. I don't think anybody actually knows apart from Charlton. So it's important that we keep our heads up on these transfers. And I'll be posting my weekly roundup next Friday. I posted one the other day. I'll put that over in this corner over here. So make sure you check that video out. Obviously, keep your eyes peeled on the channel. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and comment down below what you thought of today's game. Obviously, mega important that we keep on this good run of form. So, Paul Warne is happy with the result. I'm happy with the result. I'm sure you all are. So, I'll catch you in the next video. Be sure to go and find me on TikTok, pictured here, and Twitter, pictured here. These are the places where I'll keep you all up to date with all my upcoming videos and my thoughts and feelings around the Formula 1 and football weekend.